Peace, light, and love, my YouTube family. So, I have a little bit of time here, and I'm going to do a video using Margie Got the Cheese, the Chosen Ones 144, the Chosen Ones Oracle deck, the Chosen Ones 144 Oracle deck. I've said this so many times, 100 times I've said the name of the deck, but anyways. So, like I said, in between a couple meetings, and I'm the Capricorn deep, got lots of Capricorn in the chart, and so of course I love being busy. I just have to manage it all. So maybe this is the vibe for the collective. We are flourishing, right? We've been through a lot. There's no way that I could take words in this video in this short amount of time and really communicate how much we've been through, right? But we know that God is so good. Our ancestors are so good, and they're so proud of us. And I don't know if you're like me, but I wonder, do you too? Do you hear your ancestors telling you how proud they are of you? It is something so amazing that I've been feeling like this love. They've been telling me that we love you. We are so proud of you. And it's just like, oh my God, like you see me and you love me. It's like you really love me. And, and they care about us. And it's like, they've been telling me that the work I'm doing is like, I've been through so much and I've worked so hard. I've been so tired, but I've not given up. I've fallen and fallen and fallen. But I tell you, I've gotten up and gotten up and gotten up and gotten up. And clucked my heels when I got up, the last time. You know what I'm saying? I keep going. Got one card, okay? Let's do three real quick, because I do have to get somewhere. But I need to get a message. Well, the lighting is good, too. Because when I get done with the meeting, the lighting's not going to be as good. I got some windows that give me some great lighting. I've got some gadgets, electronics, giving me some LCD light. So I was like, let me get this video in while I've got some lighting. Ooh, which one? I'm taking both of them. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Shout out to all the empaths in the house. We are empaths, right? We chosen ones. We anointed ones. We are empaths, and we are in tune with. We are in tune with. The energies around us, energies of this world, we're in tune with one another. For a long time, I was being told that what we do individually in our own lives, we are affected by that. Like, we are affected by what our brothers and sisters are doing. So when we are on our grind and we are having discipline and routine, and we're educating ourselves, when we're taking action, when we're focusing on our mentality, that is influencing our brothers, whether that brother be in Africa, whether that brother be across the country. No matter what that person, where they are, who they are, as long, as collective beings, collective members, we're influenced by that. So I really try to keep pushing. And what I tell myself and remind myself is that, my family is being affected by this. I don't know if I'm a real big fan of Shanetta Bug 567, Shanetta Divine Tarot. I'm a real big fan of Maji Got the Tea. I'm a big fan of Brittany the Cosmic Intuitive Wifey. I'm a big fan of Jordan the Chosen One. And I think about it and I'm like, I'm a big fan of Ralph Smart, a big fan of 19 Keys. And so, I really take, by me putting in my work, I am helping my brother. And it motivates me. I'm helping my sister. It motivates me. We have divine intervention and protection. Divine protection and divine intervention. So what is divine intervention? That's when, God steps in and he takes care of what's going on for our highest and greatest good. A lot of times, we may not understand what it is. We had intentions to go right, but God came through and guided us to go left. For our protection. We thought things were going to go a certain way. How many times in our lives have we planned for things to go a certain way? And so often, if you know. You go do all that planning for things to go a certain type of way. God's going to have it the way he would have it. It's going to go the way God says for it to go. And God's been doing that. And I know that we have learned so many times that I know what it feels like to have God step in and God redirect things for our highest and greatest good that we didn't understand. We thought that, things were falling apart. We thought things weren't going well. But in actuality, they were working out for our highest and our greatest good. They truly were. Dark night of the soul, the purge. So right now we are releasing things. Let those things go. And it's really hard, I'm really asking myself, how do I let go of the things that I know are not serving me? Ooh, that's a real deep one for me. How do I let go of the things I know I need to let go of? Things that are not helping me. I try not to indulge in things overly so. But I'll be honest, in my personality, if I like something, I kind of really like it. If I do something, I tend to really go for it, or, certain behaviors and habits, patterns, beliefs that I've had that I'm really trying to let go of. And it's a hard journey. It's a hard journey. It's a hard path. Keep it funky with you all. It's like, okay, I'm asking myself, Joshua, can you cut back on smoking? Joshua, are you controlling your sexual energy? Joshua, how are you handling your money? Joshua, how are you dealing with those traumas from what your family did to you? How those things for me. Dealing with how I was traumatized. Dealing with my money. Dealing with sex. Dealing with smoking weed. Smoking cigars and stuff. Like, I just keep it funky with you. I try not to, it's not for me to put all my business out here on the YouTube streets. But, it's just a matter of, trying to give you examples of truth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you too are asking yourself those things like, yo, I need to check these finances. I got to get this bank account together. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I got to figure out, who's going to be my sexual partner. Or, we're not together, but are we going to have sex still? Am I going to allow myself to do that? If we're going to masturbate, are we going to have a limit on our masturbation? You know what I'm saying? Is it okay to masturbate 3 times a week? Is it okay to masturbate 3 times a day? Those type of things. Where does it go? Where's the limit? Where's the healthy flow? Ask myself, okay, you had a cigar today. Is that enough? All right. I've gotten better, praise God, with, I'm not one to really, I used to smoke weed. Like, I start my day that way. And now I'm thankfully, it hasn't been like that for me. I haven't needed, that's not my pattern anymore. It's not like my routine. Now check me when I get home though. Check me when I get home. Or, what I'm saying, my day's clear. Or, when I'm off on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But for real, not even me to make this video about weed, but, for me now, where I am, is like, it's not giving me what it used to give me. It's not doing what it used to do. It's kind of like this normal thing that I kind of just do because it's normal. But before it was like, if I was having fun, so much fun when I smoked. I would feel like I was on stage. I feel like I was on Broadway. But things have changed. Next card, psychic attacks. Psychic attacks. And you know what? This is something that, as chosen ones, we are warriors who are made to deal with these psychic attacks because they are endless. And there are many who see our success, they feel our success, whether they are physically next to us, they might be seeing this through divination, they may be using ways of intuition to know things about us, they may be using spell work to find things out about us for our progress. Because many people are hoping that we fail. Many people are hoping that we are not the success that they're terrified that we are. They're terrified that we will become. So, it's like attacks can be in the form of evil eye. So often people see us and they have a negative reaction for some reason, right? Even though we are being light, we're doing nothing but shining bright. And that will cause people to attack us. Maybe their demons get irritated by our presence, or our insecurity gets, triggered, because we're so bright, we smile so big, we fill the room up and they can't quite understand why, but their instinct tells them they're in the presence of something very different than everyone else. You know, people are like, oh, he's a witch. He's a witch. He's a witch. You know what? I went to church this past Sunday. Now, I do not identify as Christian. You know, I was raised Baptist, but once I started coming into a lot of my abilities, I was not able to get the answers I needed through the Christian doctrine and the Christian communities that I had been used to, and it was really scaring me. You know, I was just 20-something, early 20s kid, and you know, I would dream of the whole week, the night. You know, for a whole week, I dream of the day before. You know, I would say things. People were literally becoming afraid to be around me and having me say things because they were like, "Oh my God, he's going to say something and it's going to happen." And like people used, you know, not that I was around a lot of people, but people who I was around was like, "Please watch what you say," and they'd be so serious. Things like that. You know, 11:11 on the clock. So I've made videos on it. So many different things. You know, we have clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance. You know, so I was just doing a whole lot of magical stuff. And it wasn't understanding how it was happening. It was scaring me. I had people in my family who were witnessing this and they were trying to question, you know, where was this power coming from? You know, these are people who raised me to be Christian. And, you know, it's a lot to it, though, because there are a lot of beings that dwell in holy places that are not holy, right? Come on, there's a lot of beings that gravitate toward holy places for unholy purposes. When I get into the psychic attacks, the card is present. You know, this is that evil eye that people give us. This is people hoping for our downfall. People hoping that we don't rise even further above them. People hoping that we're not the success story that we're destined to be. Twin flame mission. Twin flame mission. Now, I don't know about you, but I keep hearing about this twin flame of mine. And I'm like, where you at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at, twin flame? It's like I can't imagine. It's like I can't understand. I don't want to take too much time with 1, 2, 3 on the clock though. You know, I feel like there is this twin flame connection that I have. There is this very divine, magical, intuitive being that exists in this world who I am connected to in a soul connection, romantic partner type of way. But you know, while this card came out, you know, maybe it always comes out. This twin flame message always comes out. I'm always baffled at what the fuck is the fuck. Like, where is this person? You know, I've had some frogs. I done licked a frog or two. You know, and you know, that just is what it is. I don't know. Back of the deck energy is your name holds power. I feel like, you know, I don't know how much I'm reading into this as much as I would want to, but I feel like the message really is for us empaths to trust in that we have divine intervention and protection at this time. We are going through the dark night of the soul, the purge. Our lives are changing. We are no longer the person we used to be. You know, we are relearning everything about ourselves, and this power is amazing, right? This power is something else. You know, it's scary because there's polarity to everything. So if we don't harness and control this power that we have, we know that, you know, we must control the power, and that is our true and genuine desire, because we must be healthy. We want to be prosperous. We want to have abundant life. We want to have abundant health. So we have to harness our power. We have to stand strong and endure these psychic attacks. You know, this is something that, you know, if you're like me, God has told you for a very long time now that, you know, the jealousy, the envy, the hatred, the negativity, the evil eye, we must become used to it. We must accept that the power is a privilege. And what comes with the privilege of the power are these psychic attacks. People are going to be envious of us. People are going to want to compete with us. People are going to be offended by our presence of light. We come in as light and love, and they're going to be offended by it. And it's like, how, why? But you have to overstand the situation, and understand that God's doing it for us. These psychic attacks are happening. I do believe that our twin flame connection also has been attacked. I've got that message many times, that there have been many people, many forces doing spell work and crafting to block the twin flame connection. And that might be where I'm like, where is this person at? Because there's been so much spell work and so much energetic forces, so many energetic forces are working against the union of us and our twin flame partner. We must just continue with the faith, continue on. I do have to get